Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Thursday, December 16, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Appalachian State vs Duke. Adrian Delph added 9 points in the victory, while teammates Michael Almonacci, Justin Forrest, and Terrence Harcum each had 8 points. The game marked a milestone for Forrest as he set the program record for games played, appearing in the 132nd game of his career. Michael Eads Jr. chipped in with 6 points and CJ Huntley also had 6 points, while adding 5 rebounds and a career-high tying 3 blocks. App State held Erskine to just 29% shooting on the night and just 1 of 18 from 3 PT range. The Mountaineers also blocked a season-high 8 shots and they forced Erskine into 17 turnovers. App State turned those 17 turnovers into 16 points. Both teams had 41 rebounds on the night. App State's non-conference schedule ends with a bang as they travel to Duke and then North Carolina in back-to-back difficult games on Tobacco Road. I have some serious concerns about Appalachian State's ability to keep this game close. The Mountaineers have already lost a pair of road games and now they are traveling to one of the toughest arenas in the sport. Their experience has not paid off so far this year, so I do not expect that to change on Thursday night. Duke was not rusty in its return from a 2-week hiatus on Tuesday, covering the spread in a massive blowout against South Carolina State. Duke's brief stay at number 1 ended with a 71-66 loss at Ohio State. The Blue Devils held an 8-point lead with under 5 minutes left before watching the Buckeyes rise up and go on a 14-1 to deal Duke its first loss of the season. The loss marked the Blue Devils' last game prior to the school's first semester finals week. Duke returned to action this week after a 2-week layoff. Our first betting advice is to pick Duke minus 20. Duke comes into this game ranked number 11 in adjusted offensive efficiency. The Blue Devils might lack experience, but they are turning the ball over at the 4th lowest rate in the country. They are also shooting the ball well, particularly from inside the arc. Duke is going to have a huge advantage when it comes to height in this matchup. The Blue Devils are facing an Appalachian State defense that is number 149 in adjusted efficiency. Star freshman forward Paolo Banchero is scoring 17.1 points and is grabbing a team-high 7.2 rebounds per game. Forward Wendell Moore Jr. is scoring 17.0 points, grabbing 6.0 rebounds, and dishing out 5.0 assists. Guard Trevor Keels is also in double figures, chipping in 12.1 points. Appalachian State will be on the road for just the 3rd time this season on Thursday night. The Mountaineers opened the season with a road loss to Iona and they also suffered a loss to Furman last week. They have fared better at home, winning 6 of their 9 games. However, 3 of those victories came against non-Division I opponents. Their game against Furman was their only contest against a Division I team this month. Appalachian State is not a good offensive team, ranked number 206 in KenPom's adjusted efficiency ratings. The Mountaineers are going to be at a severe height disadvantage on Thursday, as they are number 304 in average height. Our second betting advice is to pick over 139. Dartmouth vs Stanford. Dartmouth has been slumping ever since their 3-game win streak was snapped at Vermont when they dropped an 83-65 loss to the Catamounts. It has been a big red streak that Dartmouth is desperate to get out of. Facing a Pac-12 team is likely not the answer. If they are to turn things around, it is going to need to take 2 factors, effort and aggression. They are near the bottom of the country in offensive rebounding percentage and getting to the foul line. Teams that are aggressive and put forth optimal energy increase their offensive rebounds and will get fouled being aggressive at the basket. Thursday night, one of the smartest basketball games will be played as the Dartmouth Big Green head to Maples Pavilion to take on the Stanford Cardinal. Dartmouth began the season with a rough loss on the road to Boston College 73-57. They followed that up with a solid 3-game win streak that included a win over Big East's Georgetown. However, coming into this contest, they are on a 4-game losing streak. For Stanford, they are currently 5-3 after a bounce-back win over Oregon following a loss to Colorado. The early part of the season has provided an up and down roller coaster for the Cardinal. Stanford rates as the 95th best defensive team in the nation and 80th in adjusted defensive efficiency according to KenPom, while Dartmouth is only 286th in adjusted offensive efficiency and 217th in adjusted defensive efficiency. Stanford has had an up and down season thus far. They have yet to string together more than 2 wins at a time, but have also avoided taking back-to-back losses as well. In all 3 losses, the Cardinal have allowed 80-plus points. While the defense stands out as an issue when seen that, it is likely the fact that they are 308th in the country in turnover percentage. Typically, turnovers lead to transition points and has been the case in many of their games. They average 17.3 turnovers per game in their 3 losses. Our first betting advice is to pick Stanford Cardinal -13. The Stanford Cardinal are number 83 in the nation according to KenPom and have played the 122nd strongest schedule. Offensively, Stanford is averaging 69.9 ppg and ranks 184th, shooting 44.3% from the floor and 154th, knocking down 34.3% of their threes. Harrison Ingram leads the team with 12.5 points and 6.9 rebounds per game, followed by Jaden Delaire with 11.4 ppg. This season, the Big Green have struggled almost equally on both sides of the ball. They are rated number 260th in the nation according to KenPom and have faced the 101st strongest schedule. Offensively, Dartmouth is averaging 70.9 ppg and ranks 243rd, shooting 42.8% from the floor. 3-point shooting has been a strength, with the Big Green 78th in the nation, knocking down 36.4% from beyond the arch. Brendan Berry, who missed the 2019-20 season with an injury and had an extra year to recover due to the Ivy League not having a season in 20-21, has bounced back strong to lead the team with 14.4 ppg and shoots 43.7% from the field. Aaron Rye is second, averaging 13.5 ppg and 8.1 rebounds per contest, and Torra Samuels adds 10.1 ppg. In their 72-69 win over Oregon, the Cardinal jumped out to a 37-30 lead at the half and were able to fend off a late comeback attempt by the Ducks. Harrison Ingram has 16 points along with 8 boards and 5 assists. Senior forward Jaden Delaire led Stanford with a season-high 20 points on 9-14 shooting. They were able to clean the offensive glass, picking up 14 boards and assisted on 13 of their 25 made field goals. Our second betting advice is to pick over 131. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the high-stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice.